Welcome to Cape Town News. Today is Saturday, the 6th of September, 2025, and here's what's making headlines in the Western Cape. The Western Cape government slams national cuts to iconic Cape festivals. Disabled residents win court battle over transport cuts. Shots fired outside Athlone court in gang-linked killing. Cape-tonians, your recipe could make headlines. University of the Western Cape dominates in historic varsity games showdown. Say yes to the Winelands Bridal Fair this weekend. Cloudy skies and cool breezes sweep the Cape. The Western Cape government has blasted the National Department of Sport, Arts and Culture for cutting essential funding from the province's biggest cultural events. Minister Ricardo Mackenzie says the Cape Town International Jazz Festival, Cape Town Carnival, Site Oosterfees and Open Book Festival are all affected. These festivals, he argues, generate jobs, boost tourism and foster community pride. The National Department says new festivals elsewhere will replace current ones, but Mackenzie claims this direction ignores the Western Cape's long-standing strategy of developing smaller events into flagship ones. It is unconscionable that national government continues to punish the people of the Western Cape by withdrawing support from festivals that bring communities together, he said. Mackenzie confirmed the Western Cape government will use its strong public-private partnerships to sustain these events, which he calls critical to both the economy and the cultural soul of the province. With ticket sales alone unable to cover operational costs, ongoing public funding remains vital. The Western Cape government will pursue a dual strategy, protecting established festivals while nurturing emerging ones, ensuring no region's cultural expression is silenced. We will not allow the national government's neglect to extinguish the joy, creativity, and economic opportunities that these events provide, Mackenzie concluded. In a major court victory, the Western Cape Network on Disability has halted planned restrictions to Cape Town's dial-a-ride transport service. The cuts would have excluded thousands of non-wheelchair users, citing a R1 million monthly shortfall. Following a court settlement this week, the city must reverse its decision, and the network now has until October 10th to file a full review. Network Chair Michelle Botha slammed the planned cuts as discriminatory and unjustified, saying they would isolate many Cape-tonians from jobs, healthcare and daily life. She also criticized the lack of public consultation. The city argued its budget constraints make it impossible to sustain the service alone, despite already spending more than any other metro on transport for people with disabilities. Officials pointed out that My City buses remain fully accessible, but the court's ruling now forces reconsideration of broader national and provincial support for specialized transport. Activists say it's a wake-up call to rethink inclusive mobility in public policy. For now, thousands of commuters who depend on dial-a-ride can continue using it without disruption. This ruling represents not just a legal win, but a lifeline for the city's most vulnerable residents who rely on the service to live with dignity and independence in the mother city. Cape Town's gang crisis escalated this week when a man was shot and killed outside the Athlone Magistrates' Court. According to Brigadier Novella Potelwa, the 30-year-old victim was ambushed at the gate in what police believe is a gang-linked assassination. Minutes later, a man and a woman were shot nearby. Both were hospitalized at Groote Schuur Hospital with serious injuries. Detectives from the anti-gang unit are investigating, and officers have increased patrols across hotspot zones. Meanwhile, Colonel Andre Trout reported that police have confiscated 83 illegal firearms in just 1 week, including semi-automatic weapons and high-caliber rifles. A major raid in Lentegear, Mitchell's Plain uncovered an arms cache linked to the Fancy Boys gang, with 19 firearms and over 1,500 rounds of ammunition seized. Public outrage intensified after Provincial Commissioner Lieutenant General Thembisile Patekile dismissed the violence, saying there were not much shootings, despite 10 deaths and multiple injuries last week. The Cape Flats Safety Forum has since called for his removal. This latest court shooting underscores the ongoing war between rival gangs and has reignited demands for urgent policing reform in the Western Cape. Got a secret recipe that's been in your family for generations? Now's your chance to make it famous. Cape Community Media is calling on Cape-tonians to submit their favorite family dishes to the Flavors of Cape Town project, a glossy coffee table cookbook celebrating our city's rich food heritage. Whether it's a fiery Cape Malay curry, an Afrikaans milk tart, a Portuguese seafood stew, or a New Age vegan delight, all are welcome. Entries must include your full recipe and a clear photo, and you can optionally send a video of yourself preparing the dish. Winners will have their recipe professionally photographed and published alongside a profile and interview. The most mouth-watering submissions will be invited to cook live in a test kitchen cook-off with celebrity judges. There are also prize hampers and sponsor giveaways. Deadline is 19th September, so get cooking. Submit your entry to Flavors of Cape Town at acm.c.za. This initiative is more than just a cookbook. It's a celebration of Cape Town's people, their culture, and their creativity in the kitchen. Let's show the world what's simmering in the mother city. In a thrilling debut event, the University of the Western Cape hosted the first Western Cape Inter-Varsity Sport Games with athletes from UCT, Stellenbosch University, and CPUT. Over 11 sports codes, including rugby, netball, swimming, chess, cricket, and hockey, the competition was fierce. The University of the Western Cape dominated with victories in cross-country, netball, sevens rugby, and more, earning them the overall title. CPUT secured wins in basketball and football, while UCT and Métis excelled in cricket, volleyball, and swimming. Beyond bragging rights, the event fostered collaboration, skill sharing, and new friendships among the four universities. According to Mandla Gagai, the University of the Western Cape's sport director, the goal was to raise the bar for multi-code sports events and promote unity through competition. The event also marked a belated celebration of UNESCO's International University Sports Day. Students, coaches, and spectators packed the stands in what many called a landmark weekend for student sport in the province. Organizers now hope to make the Inter-Varsity Games an annual highlight. With high energy, talent, and spirit, the University of the Western Cape's win capped off a tournament that blended fierce play with fun and unity. Tying the knot? Then the Winelands Bridal Fair is your go-to destination this weekend. Held at Klein Justenburg on the R304 in Stellenbosch, the expo runs 6 and 7 September from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m., offering everything you need for your dream wedding. Over 60 top-tier vendors, from dressmakers to florists, venues to stylists, will be showcasing their services. Enjoy live music, runway shows, and gourmet tastings in a relaxed country setting. Tickets cost 100 Rand per day, available via web tickets, and include entry into the Win for Your Wedding lucky draws. Whether you're planning a beachfront bash, vineyard vow exchange, or urban soiree, you'll find inspiration here. Plus, you can book consultations, score discounts, and meet top names in the wedding industry. For friends and family attending, there's a casual restaurant area and plenty of photo ops. Organizers promise surprises throughout the weekend, making it as memorable as the big day itself. Come celebrate love, style, and creativity in the heart of the Cape Winelands, and maybe even say yes to the dress. Here is your money, commodities, and crypto updates. Starting with major currencies. The US dollar is trading at 17 Rand and 60 cents. The British pound stands at 23 Rand and 77 cents. And the euro will cost you 20 Rand and 62 cents. Moving to the commodities market, gold is priced at 2,029 Rand and 3 cents per gram. Silver is trading at 23 Rand and 20 cents per gram. Platinum is valued at 779 Rand and 72 cents per gram. And Brent crude oil is trading at $65.23 per barrel. In the cryptocurrency market, Bitcoin is valued at 1,946,318 Rand. while Ethereum is trading at 75,600 Rand. Ripple XRP is priced at 49 Rand and 69 cents. And finally, Solana is trading at 3,610 Rand. Keep in mind that these numbers are based on the latest data, but may still change as markets fluctuate in the course of the day. Expect partly cloudy skies across the Cape on Saturday. Cape Town will see a mild 17 degrees Celsius with a southwesterly breeze peaking at 28 kilometers per hour by midday. Paarl and Stellenbosch will also stay cool at 16 to 18 degrees, with early morning mist clearing by late morning. Sunrise at 6:53 a.m. and sunset at 6:36 p.m. mark the day's rhythm. Ocean swells around 2.6 meters will push in from the southwest, with moderate surf and wave peaks around noon. For tide watchers, expect a low tide at 6:24 a.m. and high tide at 12:35 p.m. Conditions remain safe for morning walks or an afternoon market visit, but pack a jacket. It's a classic crisp spring day in the mother city. With that, we conclude today's bulletin, and now you know what's happening in the mother city. Thank you for watching Cape Town News. Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss a story. We appreciate your support. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget tomorrow's Cape Town News drops right here on YouTube at 12 noon. Meanwhile, stay safe, informed, and connected.